Akbar mean? Allah is the greatest. Or Allah is? You said the khutbah. Allah is greater. Which one is correct? Allah is greater or greatest?
Greater.
Yeah, but split. How many people say greatest? How many people say greater? So good half. The answer is?
Greater.
Greater. Why? It's the ism al-tafdeel. When Allah says akbar, like afdal, it's greater. So greater than what? Everything and anything. Everything and anything Allah Azza wa Jalla is greater than that. Right? So what do you, now think about this. How many times do you say Allahu Akbar in Salah? A lot of times, right? I don't know, a lot of times. What is the first takbir when you enter into Salah? What's it called? It has a name for it. Takbiratul ihram. What does ihram mean? Anybody been to Hajj? When you wear the ihram, what are you doing?
Intention. Stop.
It literally means, ihram literally means to disengage from something. Ihram literally means to disengage from something. So when you say takbiratul ihram, you're entering into Salah, you are what? What are you disengaging from? Everything else, right? Exactly, everything else. Now ihram, the root word of ihram is what? Haram. What does haram mean? A sanctuary. So you disengage from the world and everything in the world and you enter into a sanctuary. Your salah is like a sakina for you. The Prophet said, جُعِلَتْ قُرَّةُ عَيْنِي فِي الصَّلَاةِ. That the coolness of my eyes, the coolness of meaning my life, is made in what? In His prayer. So when you say Allahu Akbar, you're saying Takbiratul Ihram, you're disengaging from the world, you're entering into this sanctuary, and how do your hand move? Allahu Akbar. And some of the ulama, they say there's meaning even in that. When you say Allahu Akbar, you're disengaging from the world, it's like you're throwing the world behind you. Everything out of my mind. Now I'm focused on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you enter into this state of salah. And you say, Allahu Akbar, Allah is greater. So somebody has a meeting with the sister tomorrow to see if he can get married. He's worried, he's thinking about it, right? He's making dua every day. Sister has a meeting with the brother. She's saying, oh Allah, please keep him away from me. He's making dua every day. And then you get into Salatul Isha, and you say, Allahu Akbar. And what is your mind thinking about? Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., you gotta be there. What am I gonna wear? What hijab am I gonna wear? You think about all these things. But Allah, when you say Allahu Akbar, you're saying Allah is greater than this girl, this guy that I'm interested in marrying, right? Allah is greater than everything. So your mind should be focused on Allah. And you know, one of the early scholars, he said that if you say Allahu Akbar, Allah is greater, but in your heart you're thinking about something else, meaning at that moment something else is greater in your mind than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then know that you are a liar. SubhanAllah, when you're entering into salah, you're coming in lying. You're lying to yourself. That's serious. That's very serious. So you say Allahu Akbar, Allah is greater than all this and all that, and you enter into the state of salah. And then the Shaykh will be talking about Surah Fatiha, and how it's a conversation between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But I'm just telling you these things because next time you say Allahu Akbar, I want you to think about this. And you want khushu' in salah, you start thinking about these things, you'll get khushu' in salah. Now, Musa alayhi salam, actually before I tell you that, you know the Prophet, you know what he said? He said that in the Muslim Imam Ahmad, Sahih Hadith, he said that there are people who go to pray, and when they go to pray and he may only get 1/10 of the reward of salah. And somebody else will go to pray and they only get 1/9 of the reward. Somebody else 1/8, 1/7, 1/6, 1/5, 1/4, 1/3, or half of the reward. Ibn Abbas, you know what he said? He said that you get out of your salah, meaning you'll be rewarded from your salah for that which you focus on. Now think how many of us pray 5 times a day with this meaning? How many of us even pray 5 times a day with this meaning? SubhanAllah. It's serious. Why is it serious? Because on the Day of Judgment, what is the first question you'll be asked about? Prayer. You'll be asked about your prayer. And if it's okay, everything else will be okay. But if your salah is deficient, then everything else will be, you'll have a problem. It starts with salah. And so brothers and sisters, if we want to have what the Prophet ﷺ had, where he was said about him, إِذَا حَزِبَهُ أَمْرٌ فُزِعَ إِلَى الصَّلَاةِ, that when something distressed him, he went to prayer right away. He said, جُعِلَتْ قُرَّةُ عَيْنِي فِي الصَّلَاةِ, that salah was the coolness of my eyes. If we want that, if we want to have that special relationship in our salah with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, you have to learn the fiqh of salah, and you have to learn, in this class you will learn. It's called fiqh of salah, but we talked to Shaykh Yasser, he had a phone call with us, and he told us that the best way to tell you what this class means to you is that when you leave salah, you will experience salah, when you leave this class, you will experience salah like never before. You know, Musa alayhi salam, you know, he was known as what? What is he known as? Kalimullah, the one who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke to. Now, what's interesting is, you guys know Shaykh Yasser bin Jassi has a nickname? You know what his nickname is? Do you know? Dr. Love. Who said it? Come on. Dr. Love. Shaykh Yasser is Dr. Love. So if you have various questions, you go to Shaykh Yasser. Now, Shaykh Yasser, correct me if I'm wrong, but what I've noticed is that when people first get engaged, or their first, in their early days of marriage, mashallah, they are in another world, right? You never see them. You never see them. They're not in the masjid anymore, not the halaqas anymore, they're in another world. When they're on the phone, their battery dies. How long they're talking on the phone. You'll have somebody, he gets engaged, so he calls or he gets married, he has his Fiqh of Salah done, he calls his wife. They say, so how was your day today, you know? Oh, good, alhamdulillah, and then she starts going on and on about her day. He sees her and says, oh, that's a nice purse you have. And what does she say? Oh, you know what? I went to Kohl's and I got a 50% off, and I keep my perfume and I keep my, you get a 10-minute, explanation of her purse, and you just wanted to say, that's a nice purse. But why? Why does she go on and on about that? Anybody know? Because she loves him, exactly. She loves him, right? And the brothers, see, I'm picking on the sisters, but the brothers, they do the exact same thing when they get married. They just talk and talk, but they don't want to admit it. She loves him. She loves you, and you love her, and that's why you talk so much. You know, Musa alayhi salam. Now think about this. Musa alayhi salam, Allah Azza wa Jalla asked him a question. وَمَا تِلْكَ بِيَمِينِكَ يَا Musa? Yasin, if I ask you, what's in your hand, Yasin? A pen. That's all he said, a pen. Musa alayhi salam, he was asked, Musa, what is in your hand? He said, قَالَ هِيَ عَصَاي. Did he stop there? Yasin, stop. This is my pen, that's it. Did he say anything else?
Yes.
He said more. He said, أَتَوَكَّأُ عَلَيْهَا وَأَهُشُّ بِهَا عَلَى غَنَمِي وَلِيَ فِيهَا مَآرِبُ أُخْرَى. He says that I have this staff. It's my staff. I lean upon it. وَأَهُشُّ بِهَا عَلَى غَنَمِي, and I use it for my cattle. And I have a lot of other uses for it too. Why is he saying all these things? Because he loves talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَمَا أَعْجَلَكَ عَنْ قَوْمِكَ يَا مُوسَى. What caused you to rush from your people, O Musa? He says, قَالَ هُمْ أُولَٰئِ عَلَىٰ أَثَرِي وَعَجِلْتُ إِلَيْكَ رَبِّي لِتَرْضَىٰ. I came rushing to you, O Allah, so you may be pleased. Musa alayhi salam had a special relationship with Allah. And we want our salah to be like that, where we rush to salah. When we hear hayat al-salah, we're so happy because we get to go and have a conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do you have a conversation with Allah in salah? Yes, you do. You learn about it later in the class. You have a conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to end by sharing with you a testimonial from a friend of mine from New Jersey who took the class. He's from Michigan. Actually, he moved to New Jersey, and he says that all I can say is that this is the one class you'll want to literally drag all your friends and family to. Because, and he said, let me get the record straight, I don't get paid for making any of these statements, but seriously, nearly 8 months after he's taken the class, I still have withdrawal symptoms from one of the most amazing experiences in my life. You learn how salah is not just something you do quickly for 5 minutes to get out of the way, but rather how worshipping Allah is the reason for our existence. Yes, we have enough intellect, alhamdulillah, to realize that, but after taking this class, your heart will have such a deep passion for your salah. That's what we all want, to have this connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he says, alhamdulillah, nearly 450 people took the class in New Jersey, and everyone was literally in a state of tears and sadness when Shaykh Yasser was leaving. When I went back to Shaykh Yasser's hotel room, he was sharing some testimonials people had written, and it literally brought tears to my eyes. Because he says this class will inshallah change your life if you take it seriously. Brothers and sisters, if you're looking for this connection to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the class you want to take.